big balls.
Big balls.
Case of the big balls kid, a literal teenager.
Big balls online.
Big balls here.
Take a deep breath for just a moment and ponder.
That big ball energy. I got that big ball energy.
America, you are not going to believe what your tax dollars are funding. While you're using smartphones and digital banking, the federal government is still processing retirement paperwork in actual caves. Actual paperwork carried by actual people. Elon Musk and the Doge boys took us inside of this prehistoric operation, and it's even worse than you can imagine.
We heard about a cave. We had federal workers working in a cave.
That's me. Yeah.
Are they still?
Joe's actually been to the cave. Do you want to tell us about your cave? Your caving.
I went mining.
What is up, guys? Tyson Dela Cruz here. Thank you so much for rocking with me. That's right. In 2025, the federal government is still processing retirement paperwork in caves using filing cabinets from the 1960s and doing calculations all by hand. As Elon Musk put it, it is Flintstone level stuff. And guess what? You, me, us, the taxpayers, we are paying for it. Joe Losdale, one of the Doge boys, actually went spelunking. Yes, spelunking.
What is it today? More spelunking?
Yes, spelunking into government caves where retirement paperwork is being processed.
You're spelunking.
So I've been helping out with retirement. And a few weeks ago, I had a chance to go to the mine. And so I took a golf cart through security down into the side of a mountain and entered, daylight left, and I entered this whole space of caverns and roads. And we get to a metal door, and I open it up. And there in front of me is a sea of filing cabinets from the 1960s.
And guys, keep in mind, this isn't some small operation. There are over 1,000 federal employees whose job is to literally carry paper into a mine, not dig coal or extract minerals, but to carry paper that contains retirement information for federal workers.
And I'm walking around, it's super chilly, smells like paper. And, I realize as a mine, it's a great mine. It's secure, it's well lit, temperature controlled. And so the question we're asking is this a good place to store physical media, which it is. It's amazing for that. The question is, why are we still using paper in 2025?
And the paperwork isn't just a few forms. Lonsdale brought an example of what a single retiree's paperwork looks like. It's thicker than the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
That's a thick ass boy! Damn!
And in some cases, it can fill entire shopping carts.
So I brought something to show you of what's inside the mine.
And normally, the normal process for retirement can be over 6 months. So once you file your retirement papers, that's why it takes 6 months.
What is that?
So these are replica case folders that people use to retire from the government. And so these are all compiled by hand, moved around on carts through the mine.
6 months. 6 months. That is how long it takes to process retirement paperwork. 6 months of people carrying paper into caves, doing actual calculations by hand, and moving files from cart to cart, onto carts, off to carts. This is no wonder why federal workers are so hesitant to retire. They might as well die of old age before the paperwork actually gets processed.
It takes many months to do that. And this one is a single retiree's paper.
Damn, boy, he's sick!
Required to leave the government.
If somebody wants to retire, they can't because it takes 6 months to compile the paper and carry the paper into a mine where it is stored. And also, all the calculations are done by hand.
Everything has to be
2025.
And for the record, according to Losdale, 27 boxes of paper for every single retiree. No, this is not a misspeak. It's not a typo. 27 boxes. One person. It's like the government is single-handedly keeping the paper industry alive. This is bananas.
Yeah. And if I had to process this, I would rather do my taxes in the dark than have to go through this. And so what we're doing is we're bringing this process online. with modern software. And I'm excited to share that as of tonight, we have 25 retirees going through an entirely online retirement process in the government for the very first time.
But it's not just retirement paperwork. The Doge boys also discovered that the government has been giving loans to dead people. We already know this. People over 120 years old, and even people with birth dates in the future. Yes, you heard that right. People who haven't even been born yet. These people are getting government loans.
Is the Small Business Administration giving loans to dead people, people over the age of 120? The answer was yes, and it was around $330 million in total. So
people with a birthday that could not possibly be real.
Yeah.
Meaning they're over 100, they're 115 years old or older. The oldest living American is 114.
$330 million in loans to dead people and centurions who don't even exist. And that is what they found so far. The waste is so common, the Doge boys admit they've become absolutely numb to the government waste, fraud, and abuse that they have found.
When you find these things, do you guys get mad? You're like, yes, I got one. How does it make you feel?
It's so common.
It's so common. I mean, you just get
numb to it.
Unfortunately, you, like the 100th time you've heard it, it's hard not to get a little numb.
Yeah.
You know, but and by the 200th time, you're like, well, okay, it's just another day at the office.
So how prehistoric is the government's technology? According to Elon Musk, it's so old, even dinosaurs would think it's outdated.
If you were to say, we have iPhones, does the government have payphones? Like, how prehistoric is this technology?
Oh, yes, it's very all right.
It's very prehistoric.
It's like Flintstones.
It's Flintstone level stuff.
It's so prehistoric. Like dinosaurs would think this is, kind of old.
Okay.
That's how prehistoric it is.
Okay. So
I mean, basically the only thing living was a sponge. That's how prehistoric it was.
Okay. And speaking of forensics, we finally get to meet the mysterious
Big balls.
big balls.
Big balls.
Big balls.
Big balls here.
Big ball.
Big balls.
The man with perhaps the most interesting LinkedIn username in government. His real job? Tracking down where government payments actually go. Something that, shockingly, wasn't being done before.
Who's Big Balls?
It's big.
That should be obvious.
Why do they call you Big Balls?
I just said it as my LinkedIn username.
Big Balls discovered that the government has been making payments without tracking what they're for. Billions and billions of dollars going out the door with no accounting whatsoever.
Okay.
Well, people on LinkedIn take themselves like super seriously, and they're pretty adverse to risk. And I was like, well, I want to be neither of those things. So I said it, and honestly, I didn't even think anyone would notice.
Yeah.
So what do you
LinkedIn
do?
is so cringe.
What does Big Balls do?
Right now, I'm working on some payment computer stuff.
The Doge boys are making progress, though. They've already moved 25 retirees to an entirely online process, which will reduce the time that it takes to process retirement paperwork from 6 months to just a few days. And they're working on fixing the payment system to prevent loans to dead people and time travelers as well.
So one of our initiatives is to root out fraud and waste. And to do that, we started looking at the payment computers. And as mentioned earlier, there is no accounting of what payments actually go to in the payment computer. So you look at a specific line item, like $20 million. And you're like, okay, well, what is this money going to? And for the majority of payment systems, it's like, well, we don't really know. And
yeah, like, what? That would be the response.
This is our government at work, or rather not working. Caves, paper files, dead people getting loans, and a complete lack of accountability for our tax dollars, my tax dollars. It's no wonder that our nation is in debt approximately $40 trillion.
So we're leaving the Stone Age and we're moving into the Golden Age.
Pre-Cambrian era is what we're talking about.
Okay. there was a story I heard about mules. There were mules delivering mail to
Yeah.
the bottom of the Grand Canyon.
Which might not be a bad thing, actually.
You have the mule picture.
Yeah.
The good news is that President Trump and the Doge boys are finally bringing the government into the 21st century, or at least the 20th century. And they're doing it with a team of young, bright patriots who are working around the clock to fix these problems.
In here, you guys are just really, really bright, young, smart patriots. And you have a great team. And thank you, Elon, for everything you've done for the country. We really appreciate it. We're eternally grateful.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
The Doge boys continue to uncover more government waste and prehistoric practices. And remember, the next time you complain about your taxes, just know that some of that money is literally being carried into caves on carts. Yabba dabba don't. Let me know what you guys think about this. Finally, the Doge boys, big balls, Elon Musk are on the case. They're cleaning up all the crap and the prehistoric garbage that has been written into our government systems for so long. Let me know what you guys think about this. Drop it down in the comment section down below. Smash the like button if you kindly would. Share, subscribe. And as always, guys, I'll catch you on the next one.